Okay, let's go silence. So, as said, we are here again. This is our second streaming today, 11 April. So, hello, Shaunak.
Hello, Andrew.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I am a bit stressed. We have two streamings, one after the other, but it's not the
Yes.
same. So I have to change the screens, change the connection. I hope
Mhm.
connection is good. I hope some of the community people will tell us if we have good sound and so on. Let me try to check. I think we have the screen is not the screen is good. We were asking something before. What was before we started streaming?
Uh, it was this year was the highest amount of
Yeah, I
proposal.
told I was telling you that's not for real.
Mm.
It's been not the year we have received more proposals, and there is a reason. Let me explain it publicly. As you made me the question, we are a couple of administrators of the program. Then we have something like 40 mentors around the world. What happens? We wanted always to have the people on the preparing their proposals to be seriously prepared, and we've been doing an enormous task with the mentors, with their collaboration of the contributors. I don't remember, but we've been doing lots and lots of trainings. I don't know how many, maybe 30, 20, a lot. And the reason is that this year we were tighter than other years in respect to the proposal preparation. If you didn't have reached the 4 pre-requirements, we say that of course we will review your proposal, but usually those proposals will be not so perfect. So
Right.
we have the 4 pre-requirements that I know you did,
Mm.
and I can tell you 37 more persons did the pre-requirements, 37. But last year, this is public. I would say almost 99% of the information is public. Last year we received, I think, 57 people did the pre-requirements, but this year also we have a tighter pre-requirements. This way, all the people that has presented a proposal knows lots better the project or base code, and they know about that. Okay, sadly, I have to tell you, not every one of those persons are going to get an intern, because Google is not giving us the opportunity to have as much interns. But as I'm saying these last days, I hope that the people is not selected at least have a very good taste of being part of a community, being trained a lot from Google Developer Experts, from mentors, from people from the community like you, and just the last streaming a minute ago from Rohit, and many, many others we did. So this is the hardware. So this is not the best the best year, but at least we know that the people that has presented a proposal are lots more prepared, and the proposals are fantastic. This is a problem because we have to choose at the end. And even as I said, always we have to choose, but still we don't know at this day, as today, we don't know how many interns are we going to have. No, we don't know. Google does not know. No one in the world knows. GSoC is I say always, Shaunak, GSoC is for us, it's a 11 months work, 11, because we usually stay after the GSoC 1 month doing not too
Right.
much,
Right. Right.
the community runs 12 months every year, but not for
Mhm.
GSoC, but 11 months we work for GSoC. So this is it. So first things first, Shaunak, thank you very much for having your time to prepare this presentation and for giving the presentation live to the public. And then I leave the stage to you, and you can start making your presentation now.
Okay, so hello and welcome, guys, to my presentation. So I'll be answering all your frequently asked doubts on the Liquid Galaxy for the Liquid Galaxy contributors that have not previously been answered. So let's just get right into it. And if you have any questions, you can ask them in the end, right? Anything, any doubt that pops up, you can ask in the end. I will be available for that. So let's just dive right in. So this is the first question that it happens at the start of every GSoC period, like before when contributors are trying to develop their pre-selection task, is that you have to set up your Liquid Galaxy rig. And for that, you need VirtualBox and Ubuntu disk image. And the one major problem that there is that people don't read the docs properly and they download the older version of Ubuntu. Sometimes the newer version of Ubuntu. So sometimes people do it with Ubuntu 22.04, which is the latest version. And that will not work because, in fact, I would like to say there is one project this year uh, on the proposal doc on the new ideas, GSoC ideas doc, where you can actually port the Liquid Galaxy core from Ubuntu 16.4 to 22.4. So that is pretty interesting. But as of now, when you want to prepare your Liquid Galaxy rig, you will have to do it with Ubuntu 16. Uh, right? Otherwise, you may run into problems. It may work for some people, but majority they run into the problems. So, that's about it. We'll move on to the second, right? So, what the beginner contributors ask is like, what is a Liquid Galaxy rig? So, the basic definition of Liquid Galaxy rig is that it is a cluster of machines that give a panoramic view of Google Earth, right? It is not every single virtual machine that you set up or every single computer in itself is not one rig, right? And a collection of these, the cluster of these rig is the Liquid Galaxy rig. And as you can see, I've mentioned it here below also. If you have set up 3 virtual machines, which majority of the contributors have, that entire setup of the virtual is one virtual Liquid Galaxy rig, right? So each computer or virtual machine is not a rig itself, right? So let's move on to the next. So sometimes people say that there is no app on Play Store that they can download for Liquid Galaxy. So there can be a few reasons why you are not getting the app on Play Store. So the first one might be because of your region where you are located. So Google might allow some apps in some region and not allow some app in other region. So you might happen that the publicly released apps on the Play Store might not be available for you. The second reason can be is that it can be your Android device version. It can be usually the modern apps are Liquid Galaxy apps are for Android 11. It might be that your Android device is too old, or it might be that your Android device is too new. And also one thing that people search for the Liquid Galaxy apps on the Play Store on their mobile phone. So if you search it on your mobile phone, you will definitely not be seeing those applications because the application is specifically developed for a tablet. And only when you open the Play Store on tablet, you will be able to see that. So you might ask then if the application is not available for me and I have a physical tablet or I have a virtual machine, the BlueStacks, how do I download the app, Liquid Galaxy app, like for example, Smart City Dashboard on my virtual tablet or my real tablet? So I would give you one advice is that you can go to the Liquid Galaxy GitHub URL and you can find under the repos repository section the app that you want to download, and you can download the source code and then open the folder in which you had downloaded the source code using Git clone, and basically you can run the command flutter build apk, and what this will do is that, if you have the flutter sdk downloaded with you on your computer, which most of the Liquid Galaxy contributors have, you can build this APK and you will get an APK file from the source code. And this APK file, then you can put into your virtual device or your physical device, and it will like give you the permission to install it, and you can happily use your app. So moving on to the next question. So people ask, what is the order in which the logos and images are to be displayed on the Liquid Galaxy screens? So as mentor Andrew says, and I will stress on it, is that it is very important for us to know the convention in which the all Liquid Galaxy have to perform. The convention is that the logos about the application will be on the leftmost screen, right? The logos will be on the leftmost screen. All the images and the HTML bubble have to be on the rightmost screen, and the KML that the user is visualizing on the Liquid Galaxy will be on all of the screen. So I'm sure you must have followed this convention while developing your pre-selection task 2, in which we had to show a HTML bubble on the right screen. So I'll just go over a code snippet that I use that I think might help some people getting familiarized with it. So to put it on the rightmost Galaxy screen, this is basically KML, and it is bounded by these 3 commas, which mean it is a KML file, and this will be uploaded on the rightmost screen, right? So if it is a 3 screen setup, the rightmost screen will be Liquid Galaxy 3. It is a 5 screen setup, the rightmost will be different. It is a 7 screen setup, then the rightmost will be different. So there is a formula that mentor Vedant had shown initially. So you can go over that and get the rightmost thing. And basically in this code, what I'm doing is that I'm uploading the KML of a screen over the image, right? So this image URL on the internet, you can put it in this href tag. And what it will do is that when you upload this KML document to the rightmost slave screen of the Liquid Galaxy master machine, the image or the HTML bubble will be appearing on the screen, just like we had to do in the pre-selection task 2. Okay. So moving on, people asked, what is a NAT network? So after the question that people asked that what is Liquid Galaxy, what is the Liquid Galaxy rig, is that they get the answer that Liquid Galaxy is a cluster of machines connected to each other using a NAT network. So I'll just be diving into what NAT network is. So this has been discussed in the documentation, but I believe video explanation on it would be good. So basically, NAT is stands for network address translation. And what does network address translation mean? Is that so the translation means that a port will be IP address will be forwarded to a port. And what does that mean? I'll help you understand that with the help of this diagram here. So this is one of the diagrams of network address translation. There will be a router here, and as you can see, the Liquid Galaxy 1, 2, 3, they all have their IP addresses, and this is the NAT network IP address. And the architecture of Liquid Galaxy is such that the master machine is going to be talking to the 2 slaves, right? So how will it talk to the 2 slaves? For that, you need to understand one concept, that computers communicate to each other by sending packets to one another, right? So if computers can't send packets to each other, they can't communicate. And this is a standard packet architecture that almost every computer follows. Is the source IP address, the destination IP address. It has the source port, destination port, and the message, the payload that it wants to send to the destination. So these are considered the headers of the packet, and this is the actual message of the packet. So what network address translation does is that it translates the destination IP based on the destination port. So in this particular NAT network, we have one router, and the internet sits on top of this router, and it is connected. These 3 machines are connected to the internet using this router, which can be a VirtualBox NAT network adapter or a router. So basically something like this is happening, is that if any packet is coming from the internet to one of these to this router, what it will do based on the destination port, it will forward the packet to the corresponding machine. So this is just dummy values. It's not necessarily it will be that, but I've just taken them to explain the concept. So the destination port, if it is 1000, then it will go to the master machine. If it is 2000, it will go to this LG2 machine. If it is 3000, it will go to. So you can set up the router accordingly. And now to answer the bigger question is that how does this network address translation help Liquid Galaxy operate? So the thing is that these Liquid Galaxy machines are not connected through one another using a wire. They can't talk to each other directly. So they need one common source of truth. And in our case, it is a network address translation in which it assigns these IP addresses and this is how they talk to each other. So that is all about how NAT network works and how it is used in Liquid Galaxy. I'll be moving on to the next. So people usually ask, and I had this doubt, is that what is the difference between rebooting and relaunching your Liquid Galaxy? You usually have that in the Liquid Galaxy controller and almost every app. So what is the difference between both? So relaunch usually only relaunches the graphical user interface. It's like something you are refreshing your computer, whereas reboot will actually turn off and turn on the machines. It will restart them, right? So that is the basic difference between them. Small question. We'll be moving on. Okay. So people usually ask this, how do I upload KML from my Flutter application to the Liquid Galaxy rig? So basically, it happens using something called SFTP. So SFTP is nothing but SSH file transfer protocol. Apart from all the KML that is on the Liquid Galaxy master machine, you can upload some KMLs of your own in a specified folder. And to do that, you need the SFTP protocol, and SFTP stands for SSH file transfer protocol. So we just looked at code that I showed you before. You can use this text in a string, and you can upload the string into a custom file, KML file on the Liquid Galaxy master machine, and then you can visualize it on the Liquid Galaxy. So that is to answer your question, how you can upload KML string or KML data from your Flutter app to the Liquid Galaxy rig. We will be moving on. Is that people ask that usually even after uploading my KML to the Liquid Galaxy rig, I'm not able to see the KML that I have uploaded. They can verify it by seeing the local files of the Liquid Galaxy master machine. But even though it has been uploaded, it does not show. So the reason is because you have not enabled set refresh function. And what the set refresh function does is that it allows the Liquid Galaxy to constantly, within small periods of time, refresh its page based on the new KML that has been uploaded. So if you don't set that, what it will do is that it will be static and it will not change even though you have uploaded your KML. So to fix this problem, we usually have the set refresh on most of the Liquid Galaxy apps. So you can look at code for that in past Flutter projects for Liquid Galaxy, like Smart City Dashboard and Rocket Launcher application. And it has this function. And you can either look at that function, do it automatically, or you can also do it manually. So I'll just demonstrate of how you can do that manually. Is that you'll have to go to the master machine Liquid Galaxy, and you'll have to go to the view tab and enable the sidebar. And in the solo KML, you'll have to go to the properties. So I'll just show that to you. So this is my Liquid Galaxy master machine. As you can see, it is Liquid Galaxy 1. I will go to the view, enable the sidebar. I will go to under KML sync, I will go into solo KML and I will right click on it. And then I will go to the properties. And once I go to the properties, I will go to the refresh page. And as you can see, the refresh is only set to once. And in this case, even if I apply any or upload any KML to my Liquid Galaxy, it will not show on my Liquid Galaxy. So you'll have to change it to the periodically, and you can have it either every 4 seconds. I like to have it every 2 seconds. So this is how you can enable it manually. Now, anything that any KML that you will upload, it will be shown on this Liquid Galaxy and the three screens without any problem. So returning to my slideshow, I've just copy pasted just how to the instructions, how you can do it yourself. As you can see, we have already gone over this. So yeah, I'll be uploading these slides on the Discord if you need. Okay, so another question people ask is that is it necessary to have Google Maps inside my application if I am developing an application for GSoC? So yes, it is an absolute must for all Liquid Galaxy applications to have Google Maps embedded inside. And the reason is that the number of Liquid Galaxy rigs in the whole world is much less than the number of tablets that are in the world. So people, if you want your app to reach as many people as possible, you will have to have Google Maps inside your application that shows the same visualizations that the Liquid Galaxy shows. And there is a streaming coming up, Liquid Galaxy training streaming coming up by contributor Soumya on 16th April, if I'm not wrong. So like you can go ahead and check that out. So stay tuned for that. Another question and difficulty that you might face while developing your application in Flutter is that people usually get SSH auth error, right, while connecting to the Liquid Galaxy application because you use Dart SSH2 package, and sometimes people get an SSH auth error. So what I might suggest to you, the solution to this is that if you are getting this message, there is something wrong with the login credentials. And what is login credentials? Login credentials is the username and password that you use for Liquid Galaxy. So there might be a possibility that the password that you have set for the master machine, it might be Liquid Galaxy 1234 or something like that, and you are using only this here. So that is why it may be wrong. What you can do is either change the password on your master machine. There is no need for changing the password on the slave machines. You can change it on the master machine and enter the same password and the same username that you get on your master machine in your connection manager of any Liquid Galaxy app, and it will most probably connect, right? Okay, so now given that this year has been about AI, you might have the question that the large language model that I'm using, like especially Gemma, you can because it is open source, you can download it locally, right? So usually people have the question is that it is pretty huge in size. It is 5.2 GB. So how do I use the Gemma model inside my application? I can't port and develop an application that use this LLM directly. I can't have a 5.2 GB model running on every Android device. People just don't have that power in their Android device. So it is not practical for the model to run. So for that reason, the good workaround for this is that the model will be running on a Liquid Galaxy server inside a Docker container. And if you want to learn about how to Dockerize your AI models for your Flutter app, there is a fellow contributor, Rufida, who has a training video on that. So you can check that out as well. So yeah, moving on. So this is something very important, and I kept this for the last because people run, although they develop applications using the Liquid Galaxy and BlueStacks, and it seems to be working. When they try out the application on an actual physical Android tablet, it actually doesn't connect or it doesn't work. And you'll probably get something like this connection error oops message where the SSH connection timeout is that it has not been able to find the host. The host is not reachable. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how you will solve this problem. So the solution is port forwarding on VirtualBox. So you might ask, what is port forwarding, right? So port forwarding is usually used for NAT networks, and we have been over it, how port forwarding works. The table that I had showed to you, based on the port, it will be forwarded to a specific PC, right? And in our case, we want it to be our master machine whenever any traffic is coming from a specific port, right? And I'll just show the settings that I have personally on my computer. So if you go to your Liquid Galaxy master machine and you open the terminal, and if you do if config, you will see that an IP address pops up, and this is the NAT network IP address. Make sure that the NAT you are seeing the ETH0 entry. This is the NAT network IP address, and it is 10.0.2.6. Right. So this is the port forwarding that you will do. If your master machine IP address is 10.0.2.6, you will go to the port forwarding rules. How will you do that? You will go to the tools here, right? And then in this tab, you will open the NAT network, and you will go to the IPv4 rule. And if you want to add one more rule, you will press this button, and basically you have to configure it in this way that the protocol is TCP. The host port can be anything that you like, but make sure that the guest port is 22. Like you can put host port any number that is greater than 1024. If it is less than 1024, you might be running into some problems. So make sure your host port number is greater than this. And this is the port number. By this port number, I'll be showing the significance of it later. So you like I showed you, you will go to tools, NAT networks, port forwarding, and you will configure your Liquid Galaxy, your virtual box based on this settings. Right now, what you will do is I have a physical Android tablet with me, and I will be actually demonstrating how this works. So I'll be opening so this is my physical Android tablet. I'll be opening the Smart City dashboard application on my physical Android tablet. And also make sure one thing is that your tablet and your computer that you are using, which has the Liquid Galaxy virtual machines, they should be connected to the same Wi-Fi or the same internet. If not, then they will not be able to communicate with each other. So what I will do is that I will open the settings and you can follow along with me. So the IP address, to get the IP address, you will not put the IP address that is shown here. What you will do is that you will go to your host machine that you are using. So this is my host machine, and I will enter the command ipconfig here, and I will get my IP address, which is this 10.30. So that is the IP address I will be entering into my application. So I'll just do that quickly. 10.30.10.146. I will be putting my username, I will be putting my password, and make sure the SSH port that you are using, I will be using the SSH port 2222, not 22, because that is my host port to enable port forwarding. So as soon as I do that, I will show you the magic of port forwarding. I will open the Liquid Galaxy machine and I will press connect here. So as you can see, it is connected. This is my physical Android tablet, and I am able to control my Liquid Galaxy through this. So the app that I'm using is Smart City Dashboard. I will be showing like how you can navigate through this. Right. And like even if I want to orbit, I can orbit. So I can control my Liquid Galaxy with an actual physical Android tablet. So I hope that was a good demonstration for you. So I'll be coming back here. And like I just said, you can follow along with me and you can change your settings. So this is just a screenshot of it. Don't this data will be based on what your computer's IP address is, the host machines. So people usually run into this problem that even if they set up port forwarding properly, they are not able to connect the physical tablet. So one last problem that you might have is because your the application that you develop in the debug mode automatically has all the permissions enabled. right? But in the release APK, there might not be all the permissions enabled, and that is why your app is not be able to connect to the internet, and it is not connecting to your Liquid Galaxy machine. So you can go into the file location that I have mentioned here in your Android app source main Android manifest, and then you can put this line of code here, which will allow the internet permission. And if all is well, it will work fine. So yeah, that's about it. That was about my presentation. If you have any questions, I'm here for your questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Could you please stop sharing your screen?
Yeah.
I think today is not the best day to do that live streamings for getting interaction with the people due to the festivities. Not too much people on the YouTube today, but you know,
I mean,
this is
if you look at the bright side, I got more time to prepare for this.
well, your demonstration ran very flawlessly. You change between tabs and the this application you use for the notes and the virtual galaxy running very smooth, very nice. I'm asking best, but I think we are not gonna have it too much questions. Let me try to find what else. Tomorrow we have a presentation. I think tomorrow it's Friday. No, tomorrow it's 12. What else we have? What is Saumia?
16.
Yes, on the 16th. Yes, it's now on the screen, the Saumia presentation, integrating Google Maps in Flutter for Liquid Galaxy apps, April 16 set. That's not right. It's Steve. We are ready to change the time. So, well, and what else? Also, we have, and you all have to know. I'm gonna talk about again about the contest, because not too much people is presenting entries. So I think we are not gonna send all the swag and prices we have. That's sad. That's sad. I said yesterday, I think there are a couple of people that have presented an application. It can be simpler. So if people don't know that, it's because they don't want. And Manas is nice session, no questions. Thank you, Manas. And on the screen is the second edition contest GSoC. This is for the April 23. We are approaching. On the liquidgalaxy.eu, you have all the information of this contest. And then last and not least, and before this, is the proposal defense day. Have you already sent your slides, Shaunak?
Yes.
Okay.
For the 15th proposal defense day, I have sent my slides.
Good. I'm asking just, I didn't remember that the people that have sent, I think it's almost everyone, but you know. We will have this session. This session will be a live session also. We will be sending meet invites the day before at once. And then you all have to be on time at 4 p.m. Again, it says set, it's not set. I have to modify this. It's CEST, Central Summer Time. Be live at the meet, and when it's your turn, just present to the community and to the other worldwide mentors your proposal. 3 minutes, because if not, this will take forever.
So even about the app contest, what I think is that as soon as we approach the deadline, you will be seeing a much larger amount of entries for the contest.
Well, you know, I am always saying that we have this, we do that with taking care of you. It's up to you. We prepare we prepare some prices. I think there are something like $500 total in cash is a bit, but then we have several
Right.
mobile gadgets, power supplies, cables, and other stuff, and then plenty of shirts, stickers, and Google some of course that. So there are no questions. So let's just end this here. Thank you very much, Shaunak, for your presentation. Again, for taking time to prepare it and to presenting it. And see you soon around the community. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.